A developing story now out of the Atlanta area. Several agencies now involved in the investigation into the death of an Atlanta rapper after police say he died while running from officers. Take a look here. This tweet from the New York Post highlighting all of that, saying, quote, rapper Young Scooter dead on his 39th birthday in a freak accident while fleeing Atlanta police. A lot going on here, so let's bring in Lindsay Tuman, joining us live at the headquarters for the Georgia Bureau of Investigation with the latest. Good morning, Lindsay. Obviously, a lot known and a lot still left to figure out here.
A lot of questions surrounding this case, and that's exactly why Atlanta police asked the Georgia Bureau of Investigation to step in and handle this investigation. They say this all started when that man was fleeing from police when they were trying to surround a home. A large police presence filled the area around William Nye Drive in southeast Atlanta Friday night.
Officers responded to a dispute with a weapon. It was advised in the call remarks that shots were fired and a female was dragged back into the location.
When officers got on the scene, they say they knocked on the door. A man answered, then immediately shut the door on officers.
The officers then established a perimeter. During the process of establishing the perimeter, two males fled out of the rear of the house. One male returned back into the house. The other male jumped two fences as he was fleeing.
Investigators say when they located the man, they found him injured.
There was no indication of anyone being shot. This appears that there was, when he fell, some type of fracture injury to the leg, which caused the bleeding.
The 39-year-old was taken to Grady Memorial Hospital, where he later died. There have been a lot of questions over what happened on social media, which is part of the reason Atlanta police called in the GBI to investigate the incident.
And this is why we're here doing this press conference, to put out there that the Atlanta Police Department has not been involved in any shootings tonight. And the incident on William Nye, there was not a shooting at all.
Well, at this time, the GBI does confirm that Atlanta police called them in to aid in this investigation, but there haven't been any other further updates at this time. Of course, All
right, man. So my condolences go out to the family and loved ones of rapper Young Scooter. He died on his 39th birthday, you know. We all got the news about this last night. Young Scooter, definitely a rapper that, you know, I used to listen to growing up, you know. I listened to a lot of his mixtapes, a lot of his albums. He was featured on a lot of Future stuff. I do think he was like one of Future's artists. And one thing about Young Scooter, he had one of those types of he had that aura about him where you just kind of knew that he lived the stuff that he did rap, you know, and unfortunately that may have been a part of his downfall. It looks like it. That's what it seems like, you know. I'm just speculating based off this story. The story going around so far is that it was kind of a freak accident for whatever reason. The home that he was at, you know, he probably was at a birthday party or something like that. The house got surrounded by the cops and he was running from the cops. Now, at 39 years old, you don't want to be running from the cops. You know, you're 39, not in the best shape of your life. You know, you probably lived a life on drugs and things like that. So, you know, it's not smart for you to be putting yourself in a position where you have to be full of adrenaline. It's your birthday. You're probably inebriated, running from the police, because they're saying, I guess he was trying to hop a fence and somehow hurt his leg and that ruptured the artery, and I'm guessing he ended up dying from those injuries later on at the hospital, right? So yeah, but just very unfortunate story. Like I said, man, at 39, you definitely don't want to be running from the cops. You don't even want to be putting yourself in a position where that's an option for you, especially him, you know. And I'm pretty sure for him, it's always more to the story when we're talking about guys from the streets, right? Let's say you get your rise to fame as being a street guy, and then you have pressure on yourself and from people around you because, yeah, you're not as big as Future or some of the guys that he's known to have hung around. You're not as big as those guys, so but you still got to get money and you still got people under you that, you know, you got to feed too, you know. So it's not easy for everybody to make that transition to say, like, look, I'm just going to be done with the streets. And a lot of these guys, they end up being lifelong street guys. And not to say that's what he was. I don't know what Young Scooter was doing in his personal life, but I do know the way he was still rapping and the way he was still carrying himself. And obviously we can put two and two together that if you have to run from the police, that probably means if you had got caught, they were either already looking for you, like they had a warrant, we didn't really see that, or you had something on you, right? You had something on you that you probably weren't supposed to have on you. So just by even seeing that, it's just a sad story, man. Just a sad story. We want to see all of our people that we look up to, even if it's just for entertainment. We want to see them live long, happy lives. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see nobody go out in like freak accidents like that, to where it's something that easily could have been avoided if he just didn't put himself in a position to have to, run from the cops. Like running from the cops, it's your birthday, like you're turning 39. It's just a very unfortunate situation, man. Very unfortunate situation. I'm sure he has a lot of music in the cut, and his fans are gonna be wanting at least like one last album or mixtape from him. So we can probably expect that to come out. I've seen Playboy Cardi. I've seen Rollo and a lot of other artists from Atlanta and other places, post that they were in mourning for young Scooter. So yeah, man, sad situation. Like I said, my condolences definitely go out to his family. I don't want to speculate too much more on why and what he could have had on him. Why was he running from the cops? Like, we're going to leave that up to any information, any facts that actually come out, So that's all we can do is just talk about the facts. But, if you did listen to Young Scooter growing up, if Young Scooter was an artist that you liked, if you want to leave some nice words down in the comments, or you just want to comment on the story, we can take lessons from a story and still be respectful of the dead at the same time. I think it's good things to take from situations, and it's bad things to take from situations, right? So I think we can have thoughtful discussions about this down in the comments below. Let me know what y'all think. As always, love y'all. I'm out.